Hello and welcome to Reno Radio. My name is Naomi Findlay and I am Australia's rapid renovation expert. And each week I will be bringing you valuable tips, information and amazing stories from around the world about renovation. Helping people create wealth through renovating is my passion, as well as creating healthy, wealthy and beautiful spaces to live in and to share. Thanks for spending time with me today. Now let the show begin. Back again. Let's get started. Let's look at the 9 must-do steps that every time I work with a client or every time I'm selling one of my own properties, I absolutely complete. 1 to 9. Can do it on 2 hands. It's not that hard, but they are essential steps in selling your property for more. So let's get started. With number one, research your competition. Always know what houses around you are selling for. Always know who your house or your property is going to be pitched against and what properties are the buyers going to be using as leverage when they're looking to counter or negotiate on your property. Number 2, we'll cut through them nice and quick. Number 2, research your agent. Make sure that you're using an agent that gets you results. It's wonderful to list with family and friends and someone who's doing a good deal for you. That's great that they're doing you a good deal. We also want them to do a great deal in selling your house for more. So make sure that you do due diligence research. We have another video about that, so we can always get that linked to you if you need it. But make sure that you do your research when choosing your agent. All right, number 3. Prepare your property well. You know how I feel about property preparation. It's not all about the bells and whistles, the cushions and the lamps at the end of the day. Property presentation is so key to how well you will sell your home and for how much money and in the time frame. So make sure you prepare your property well. Number 4, street appeal, or if you're my American friends, you call it curb appeal. Street appeal is absolutely essential. Whether we like it or not, from the minute we go live on the internet or from the minute a sign's put up at the front of your property, you are on show 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No longer does the entire world work 9 to 5, where we can guarantee when our buyers might be driving past. Research has shown that about 80% of shortlisting goes on the internet, and before anyone will put aside a 30 to 40 minute time slot of a weekend to come and view your property, they are absolutely doing a drive-by and checking it out or Google Earthing it. So it's really, really important that you consider your street appeal. That first impression from that gutter side, that curb side, however you want to say it, to that front door, the first impression is set in the first 1 to 2 minutes in the property. And more often than not, that is in your front yard. So number 4, the street appeal, absolutely essential step to selling your property for more. Number 5, most of us are time poor nowadays. Majority of people are working. Majority of households have 1 or 2 working partners or parents in the house. And so many of us are time poor. So it's so important that you present a property that comes across as a low maintenance property. Now look, that can't always be the case. I often have clients who are on the beach side, who are in a rural setting, who are in the bush, that the maintenance isn't low realistically. But what you need to do is present the property that appears as low maintenance as possible. Number 5, you totally need to present a property that's well cared for. Research has absolutely showed that when someone is looking to buy a property, the more they see that maintenance is required on the property, the more they start to wonder, what else is wrong with it? What else am I going to need to fix? What else is going to take my funds once I've bought this property? So it's essential that you present a property that has been well cared for. It sets the buyer at ease and it gives them the impression and it projects the image that the house is well cared for and well maintained, which is a big tick when it comes to buying a property. Number 6, I want you to, is this number 6? Have I lost my way? Who knows? Either way, let's keep going. Number 6, might be 7. We really need to present a clean and odor-free environment. Research again, because you know I'm huge on research. Research again shows us that a dirty and a smelly property are probably 2 of the biggest turn-offs when it comes to selling your home. So a clean and odor-free property is an essential step. I think we're up to number 8 now. Let's run with it. Next thing you need to make sure you do is bring in the light. Your property needs to be bright, light, and even a little breezy to make sure that it gives a really welcoming, open, and fresh smell and scent. And there's no, I guess, concerns about whether they can see enough of the property in the low light. And also, having a really light-filled space is a really welcoming feel to a home. And number 9, we must be up to number 9 because I'm up to my last one. So we really need to make sure that the way you style the property and the way you set the furniture up, so this is the bells and whistles at the end, is in a way that is welcoming and appealing. In a way that it's showing the buyer how they're going to live in the property. It's showing the buyer the lifestyle that this property affords them, and it's showing the buyer the highlights of the property. It's directing the traffic to the right places. So let's quickly run over them again. Number 1, research your competition. Number 2, research your agent. Number 3, prepare your property well. Number 4, nail that street appeal. Number 5, present a property that looks really well cared for. And the next one, 6, is present a property that looks really low maintenance. 7, clean and free of odor. 8, bring in the light. And 9, make sure you or a professional home stager nails that styling for you at the end. You complete all these steps 1 to 9 and you are absolutely giving yourself the best chance of selling your property for more. Thanks for joining us today. To make sure that you don't forget any of those, I've popped a list below for you. Click on the link and download it and use it as a guide and as a bit of an accountability tool to make sure that you give yourself the best chance and sell your property for more. See you guys.